Hello, my friends! Welcome! Jhonatan right here. Welcome, my friends. Thank you for joining me today. I decided to create a live stream here, showing my process, okay? I will be doing here in real time with you. So if you have questions, you can ask me at any time, okay? I'll be reading here why I do my design, okay? I will show you some tips when I will do here, okay, with you today, the immersion. So let me show you my screen already. This is the Vectorize, my friend. Okay, and look, I got recently a new controller, so look how nice it is. So this is my my desk. All right, so in case you don't know how I do my live streaming, I record using a camera, professional camera, quite expensive. So here I switch, the live streaming scenes. Here is my Mac screen where I try, to see the time, some references when I need to look at my own references. And my screen here in my front, yeah, a big mess, I know. And my beer, because today the live stream will be more, let's say, I want to relax because I've been working a lot in some scenes that I can show you later, okay? So let me see who is here already. Let me zoom this. Woo! This is the Vectorize, my friend. The fancy Vectorize. Let me see who is here already. I've just posted already on the Patreon, okay? Hello, Alex Padilla, Ariadna, Tick, and Mr. Musi. The Russian name, I don't know how to pronounce that. If it's Tatiana, I don't know. Azinacy, Paul, Yasmin. Yeah, my friends. So welcome. Okay, so if you plan to watch this later, no problem at all. Okay, because I will be doing this in a vector way. Of course, you can join on the Patreon in order to support this channel and also to get even more deeper tutorials. Okay, so anyway. Let me start already, okay, because I suppose that this can be a bit a longer tutorial, not tutorial actually, but the process, okay. Let me just set up here already my screen, okay, and there we go. So I will do my process, okay, based on the John principles. If you remember, I like to follow my principles because it's the only way that you struggle less, you have a kind of, let's say, a guideline, because most people always struggle about the process. So if you are having a problem to finish your design or to start your design, it's everything related to how you start your idea, how you place the shapes, the colors, and how you manage to make the details. Oh, okay, it's Julia. Welcome, Julia, and Pablo as well. Hello, my friends. Okay, so let me copy this and paste on there. Remember, it was a tutorial that I did in the last week. Okay, so it will be offline on the YouTube and available on the Vectorize Club. Okay, so I like to encourage you, please, if you want to learn about illustrations using Affinity Designer on iPad, desktop, keep up. Follow me here, okay, during these tutorials that I bring on here. It's very valuable. I'd say that it's very valuable. I teach everything here basically for free, okay, of course. What mode of iPad do you use? I use an iPad 2017, okay, 64 GB, and the size is 12 and .8 more or less. Okay, this is the bigger size for the iPad. So before I start, let me give you some advice about the drawing that I did. Okay, so in case you have no idea how to start, how I did this. First of all, of course, I tried to create the emotion. All right, how? Well, I've created a pixel layer, and then I've just created this line here, very rough line. I like to do this, can you see? So basically adding a kind of shapes, but with lines. Okay, can you see that I have here a circle, another circle here? This is a kind of shape. All right, and then I can start to add, for example, I can add here the legs. Okay, I can add here the head. By the time when you insert the lines, you can start to add, let's say, the form. So can you see that I have here already a form? Can you see? So basically here you can just paint a little bit in order to tell to yourself when you get to the vector, hey, this will be the vector stage. Okay, here will be where you can apply the shadows. So it's very important to define already where you are going to create, you know, the shapes when you create the vectors. Okay, so this is just an example about what you can do. Okay, so yeah, this was just a rough example about how you can start your sketch. So basically start with the lines, the form, and form the visual composition. Okay, so this is the sketch that I decided to vector, and I will start right away. Okay, let me just bring this onto here, and I like to start here a vector layer, create this below layer of opacity. Now I will set up my pencil tool. I will use the pencil tool at this point. Let me test this already. So here we have fill, stroke. Okay, it's fine for me. So I start to vector this right away. I will do, let me check here, stabilizer, turn it on in order to soft the lines to make this better. Oh, look, and yeah, there we go. Of course, I need to apply this below of the sketch because I want to see. There we go. Close this. Now, this point, I like, you know, I like to, let's say, I like to start all the vectors first. Okay, based in this guide. Shape, please focus on the shapes. No colors, no details at all. I always like to remind you about this process because it is the process that I use every day in my process, my workflow. Second one, this. There is a kind of arm here. I can add a stick, a piece of wood. There you go. Yeah, the silhouette is done. The silhouette is done. Okay, and by the time you can just, let's say, improve the lines. No worry. Okay, let me group this, group it, and then you can start to, let's say, organize the layers. So let me just make this yeah, I'll apply the colors already so you can see better where I'm creating, the shapes. This color here, can you see? I'll copy, paste style, there you go. And this one can be red. It depends, it really depends. Okay, there you go. And then I will create here the mouth shape. Please let me know if it's working well. Okay, the live streaming. And then I will start to add the shapes here. There we go. Close this. Using the node tool to close this. Okay. And just to remind you, I'm not giving a every step tutorial here today. I'm showing you how I do. Okay. The eyes already. Let me just remove the stroke. Very simple eyes for now. Later I will change this. Let me save this by back on here. There we go. I will duplicate this to here. Later I will add more details. Okay. Then I will start to add. Let's see here. Let me decrease the opacity. You can see. Oh. So this is the vector that I'm creating, and then I will just add some inner details. Let's say the shapes from here. Can you see I have this? Insert inside, pencil tool, and I'll draw. Make this as white. There we go. Then I can duplicate this onto here. There we go. Then I will also duplicate this into here below and rotate. Okay. And I can change the position later. You don't need to follow exactly the sketch that you did. All right. You can change your mind during the process. Don't worry about that. And then let me fix here some adjustments. Okay. So I have here the motion's red. Head red. So let me just do this. Or I can do like this, or I can add like a warrior thing. Later I'll see if I'll keep with this shape here or not. I don't know. I'm thinking. You need to test, of course. Oh, I'll make this a bit sharp. Because why I want to make this kind of shape right here. Let me just fix here the curve. Because I will draw a shape behind. How? Keep the body selected. Insert behind, pencil tool, and I will draw this right here. And I will change this color. Copy this shape. Copy, paste style. There you go. Okay, I will just paste it here. This stage here, just to explain, how I do my things. I just focus in bring the objects. Okay, later I'll focus on the details. I'm bring this color. So let's suppose that I'm doing here right now for a client of mine. Okay, let's suppose that. Let me just bring this shape here and paste style. There you go. This shape here, can you see? I have already all the shapes almost done successfully already. Let me change this color. Okay, later I will see if I will stick with this. For now I'll remove this. I like this better, I guess. And then I will just start to add the planes here. Okay. Let me add the planes. How? I'll bring this to green. Stroke as green as well, but a bit dark. Let me see here the position. Can you see? I have created a rough, let's say, plant, and then I will just do this. Boom, boom. Just creating here his kind of. Let me concentrate here in order to have a nice result. I try to rough, to do this movement, but can you see that some nodes are, a lot, but later you can fix this. Okay, so after you create this, you can just, can you see this? Pay attention. Select them all, nodes, close. Alright, they are closed now. because when you draw, Affinity don't close automatically. Okay, so let me just resize here the stroke. I want to resize a little bit, and then I can just do this. I can create more, even more, you know, because I want to break this symmetry. Let me just apply here. Okay, it's fine here. Okay, I will close this. Recently done. They are closed now. All right, I'll close. Okay, it's closed now. And this one that is behind, can you see I have some of them that are behind, so I will select them randomly, okay, just like this, and change the color a little bit. Can you see? All right, guys, you can ask questions and I will try to read this, you know, when I get. Oh, let me, why this color change? There you go. Okay, and then I will start to improve more the line art. Let's say that the curves are called line art. Okay, and then you can just, let me color this. What is here? What's here? It's going now. Good. I'm drinking my beer, friend. Okay. This is so far the shape that I've created. Let me just hide here, just show you. Duplicate and paste this onto here. Okay, and by the time we start to add even more details, okay, because I'd like to suggest you to first, we are here, we did the shapes and the colors, basic colors, no shadows, no values, no light at all for now. Okay, so if you do it the way that I do the process, my principle, you guys will do a very nice design without worrying so much. Let me read here a bit the comment section. Let's see who is here, my friend. Hello, Janus. Hello, Eileen, Jinx. Hello, Angie Clemens. Hey, guys. I'm drinking a little bit of Corona. Not the real Corona, but the Corona beer. Yeah. I have to give you this suggestion. Enjoy your drawing, your process. Do not struggle, okay? Not stay, stressed. Really. If you have a stressed moment with this thing, my friend, no, this is not the way that I like to work. I'll group this. Let me group. Do you guys like to drink while you do your design? Yeah, the nice thing about to work as Illustrator at home is that you can, drink and do your design. So yeah, let me just make some details for the line art. Okay. Let me improve here. This shape I want to improve. Okay. There we go. These ones here as well, guys. Can you see that this shape here is not closed? All right, no, it's not closed. So you can manage to close this by clicking here, close. There you go. Now it's working. Why you need to close the shapes? Because once you close, you can just change the alignment of this stroke. Okay, can you see? All right, so this is how you can just manage. To answer Alex Padilla question, do you do your work on iPad or PC? Well, in both actually. It's like 50% in iPad and 50% on desktop. Because I like to draw more like this on iPad, and desktop I like more to manage the project. Okay, so let's start here by adding some shadows, or insert inside, and then I will just do this. Look, I'm gonna remove here the stroke. Let me add already some details. Okay, these ones here you see. I will just change here this one. Basically, when you are doing vector, is a kind of modeling, okay? Is a modeling. If you remember about 3D, you know, is a modeling, sculpting thing. And then I will do here some lines. You will see. Using the stroke, okay, because of the art style that I'm creating right now. Pay attention to this. Can you see that I have here this line? I can do this, all right. Change the pressure, pencil, and I will do this. Boom, 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 boom. So there you go. Okay. This time I'm adding a bit more details regard the, let's say, the line art. I want to add more details here. That is the shape behind. Okay, so think about 3D. So I can just make something like that, or more rounded. Okay, and then I insert inside and start to draw these lines. Let me follow this. Can you see? Okay. Let me just do the same, because I want to make this a bit soft and rounded. All right. The same. Search inside and draw the line. Let me change here this direction. There we go. Okay, so can you see? Now I will do here some shapes inside of this curve here. How? Very simple. Same process. Let me test here. Okay. Insert inside. And I will do this. Boom. 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 I'll create something like this. This. Perhaps here. Alright. Can you see? And of course, after you create, alright, to be faster, just like the way that I'm doing. Node to close. After you close, you can decide if you want to. Can you see that we have a stroke here? It's because of these settings. Alright, so if you have the settings here applied in your curve, you can leave it just like that if you want. Or you can just change this color to, you know, something like this. That's why, you know, I love to work with vectors. Because of the vectorize. Vectorize our friends. So I like to do that. Okay. So in this stage, I don't like, you know, to define already the colors. I like to test and see the way that I test. Okay. So perhaps I will not leave it with the strokes. I can remove the stroke just like this. Okay. Can you see? So you can change at any time. I don't know if I will leave this. For now, I will make this. Let's say with a bit of transitions. Okay, very soft. I like this. Okay, so also let me close this. Let me see. Close. Okay, it's closed already. And let's do for this one. This is supposed to be the shield. Okay, the shield. Insert inside, pencil tool, and then this. And see. Let me try to make something like this. Okay. Now select them. Node to close. Boom. All right. Can you see? Simple, right? And let me just save here. Okay. Save it now. Let's give a bit more detail to the mouth. Oh, I can remove this or I can leave this. I like to test. I will do here tongue. At this point, I can do the things by myself. Okay, I don't need to follow the sketch at this point. I will do something like this. I will do the tongue behind of the tips. Okay. Make this a bit dark or like this. Okay. If you guys have you guys watched my zombie not tutorial but time-lapse process, it is very similar, you know. So this is basically the real-time process the same way that I did for the zombie. Okay, so you guys are lucky to see the way that I'm doing here, because I decided to do this, you know, from my head, nothing planned, because I saw a lot of artists doing, and I decided to do this challenge. So I like to encourage you to do this as well if you want. It's a very nice challenge. I like to draw things like this. Okay. So pencil tool again. Let me create more shapes. This time I will add details for the face. Okay, you see right now. I can do this, this. I resize a little bit of the stroke here. You can draw, and later you can just change. Okay, just the way that I'm doing. Can you see? And here as well. Boom. Look here, guys. If I select this curve that I've just created, as you can see here, I can remove the fill, because there is a fill here. And then the nice thing about make these details in line art with vector is that you can do this. Look at this. If I select my master vector brush, okay, this one, I can make this as a shadow, just like that. Can you see? But look at this. Pay attention. The challenge is called Mushrooms Warrior. Yeah, it's a hashtag on Instagram. I decided to grab this one. Okay, so yeah, this one here is a curve, so you can change to others kind of art style based on the brushes. So try to make your design very consistent by limited kind of brushes. Do not mix a lot of brushes at the same, let's say, different kind of texture. Do not do this. Okay, look, this will not look so nice if you apply a brush that is very different from the entire composition. Okay, so this is my advice if you want to learn from me here. Okay, try to make your art style consistent. If you start with line art, finish up with line art, you can decide to add, of course, shading if you want. Just like this. You can decide to do this. You can decide to apply shading based upon the gradient. No problem at all if you want to do that. I'm thinking if I will do this, but very soft. Alex Padilla is asking, when drawing, should you use stabilizer? Should I have pressure sensitivity all the time? Well, I'd say it's very important to have the pressure. Okay, why? Let me explain. Okay, I'm here to talk with you guys. For example, if you draw without the pressure, let me grab a brush that doesn't have a pressure. Now let me grab here. Let's see. I've deleted most. Okay, this one. So if you draw with this one, let me create here pixel. If you draw with a brush that doesn't have a pressure, just like this one, can you see it? Let's say that you want to draw something like this. Look, you have no distinction about the line, you know, that is strong or low. And I suggest you, really, my personal experience is to use brush that have this kind of pressure, because once you start to sketch, you know, for example, with pressure, you can just define your idea in a rough way. Okay, let's put that you want to draw this shape here. Okay, and then you can start to define better the lines. Okay, so by using the pressure, you can decide this. Low lines is the rough idea. You are just building the idea. You can just do this. Later, you can just, with the pressure, you can make this strong and define better the line. Okay, I really hope, come to me. I hope that this is very clear about the sketch. So I suggest you choose pressure in order to define, let's say, the line art, where you can apply the vectors later. Okay, so this is my advice. Hope that is clear now. Okay, so but doesn't matter actually about which tablet, you know, since you can use the pressure on the tab, it's enough. Okay, so here we go, back on here. I would define a little bit better these curves. Okay, I would just make this a bit bigger. Can you see? I can make this a bit bigger. Okay, and then I would just, let me use like this. About the hands, I need to fix this. I will add another shape here. Above, I need to draw above, because let's say that, can you see my hands? I need to do something like this. All right, the fingers up of the weapon. Select this one, the shape, and then I will just draw over. You can do this, or if you plan to add fingers, you will need to do this 1, 2, and 3, or the way that you see, you know, close. There you go. Let me arrange here. Okay, and this outline is very bigger, so I will resize here and define a bit better the hands. Let me just apply here. Look, this is a simplified version. All right, this is a very simplified version, and you don't need to make a realistic, let's say, look. Okay, can you see? It's done. So basically you draw a finger and then you adjust here in the correct position and make this kind of, let's say, readable. Ask yourself, if I zoom this out in a very small size, are you able to see that this is a hand? Okay, this is the fundamental questions that you can ask yourself when you are creating your design. I like to give this suggestion on my Vectorize Club a lot. Okay, if you follow me here on the YouTube, I hope that you see other tutorials that I do as well. You will learn a lot, really, I'm sure. Most of the Vectorize Club that I see, the progress is really improving a lot, really. These people really inspires me to continue to keep doing this, you know. Even if we have few people watch me, really, for now I don't care about numbers, to be honest. Just with the people that I really enjoy for now. Oh, let's see here, fixing. Okay, so let me add a bit of, let's say, details here. The shadows. Okay, how? I'm considering to use the vector brush this point, and then I'm gonna use this essential vector brush from the Vectorize kit, and I'll grab this color here and just see here if it's gonna work well. Okay, let me test. Insert inside vector brush, and let's see. Boom, boom. Okay, adding shadows here. Insert inside vector brush, boom, and I'll add here as well vector brush. You can use the free brushes if you want. Okay, in case you don't have my brushes, but I like to use my one. Oh, I will draw here inside another shadows. Okay, apply here. Okay, this are called cast shadow. Okay, cast shadow. Cast shadow is where the light is very difficult to, you know, to read. Hello Ariadna, thank you Alvin. Alvin Red. So as you guys can see, I'm not explaining every step that I'm clicking here, no. So basically it's just a talk with you and showing you how I'm doing this. And then I will add some highlights already. Okay, let's add some highlights. How? Same process for the shadows, but this time I'm gonna use something more lighter. And then let's test here. Oh, not this color. I'm considering here to use something. Let's test this one. I can change my mind later. Insert inside vector brush, and there you go. Okay, just for now. I will insert here, insert inside. I really love to use insert side because I don't use, you know, like shape building. No, I don't need that because I already insert the shapes inside of each other. Let me add here. So there you go. Okay, I will add here, inside the brush. Yeah, I saw on Instagram and also on YouTube some artists are doing this, and I decided to grab this one as well. Okay, and a little bit of highlights. When you add highlights, look, let me explain this concept of highlights that is behind. Is very nice. Let me just hide here my sketch for now. Okay. Let me show you. Can you see that? Let me show you. I have a control that I will turn on a light here. When you add a highlight, you see, just a second, you start to add a better, let's say, silhouette on the image here. Okay, so without the light, okay, without the light and with the light. So when you add this kind of, let's suppose that this is, you know, the drawing. When you add this light over the shape, this defines even better the silhouette. Okay, the silhouette becomes better and more, let's say, readable because this light here creates a better contrast between the background, this background, and my headlight. Okay, I hope that this you guys can understand this, what I've explained right now. Okay, that's why it's so important, my friend. This is Vectorize. Okay. Yeah, I did this, you know, based in my, let's say, personal references in my mind. So when you work with games, you start to bring references from your experiences from the game that you have played. This is how I work. Let me just, yeah, I'll do something like this. Insert inside, vector brush, and then I will just add just a small light here. Okay, but I don't want to conflict with the shadow, so let me just play here. Okay, and I'll add a little bit here below. I don't know, I think it's better to clean up this. Let me grab this color and apply here. Color picker by drag and place here. There you go. Okay, can you see? I'm just applying here. Why it's so important to play around the shadows is because you define where is the direction. Okay, so you can do this. So let me just, the line of shadows and lights can define better how the shape works. Okay, let me do here in this direction as well, here below. Boom. Okay, can you see? All right, so let me change some of these colors here. Okay, I will blend this. Oh, look, I will blend. How? When I select this curve, I can just blend this. Oh, you see. Overlay, can you see? Yeah, I'm doing here as a flat illustration with stroke that reminds more a cartoon version. But let me just save here. Okay, I'm really enjoying this kind of art style recently. You know, I usually like to use shadings just like this. For example, I could use the vector brush and draw, you know, like a soft shape here. I could do this, no problem at all. But can you see that there's a lot of information between this gradient? And for this art style, I don't plan to add shadings that is very complex. Let me just, I can apply a very smooth shading. Okay, just a very smooth transition in order to have a better, let's say, lighting effect, you know, a direction. Okay, and I'm planning to use, just to answer Ariadna questions. Okay, guys, I'm planning to leave this as flat, but perhaps I can decide to do this. Look, I can just select one of them, Oh, select one of them. Then click here on this option. Select same stroke color. Make selection. Alright. And then I can do this. Oh, I can change. Oh, I love that. Look, I can make this more, let's say, this color here. This was the version before, a very strong shadow, and yeah, can you see? I can change them all at once. I like that, but you can decide to do this as well. I don't know if it's gonna work if I do this, because it's a kind of bug from Affinity. But if I select this again and resize here and do this, can you see? I can change and make this soft as well. I can control the transparency right here, my friend, at the same time without drawing everything from scratch. Okay, so this is the Vectorize. Okay, I can do this, but I'm considering to make this as flat. Let me back to the previous design, this one. Okay, because of the size I want to keep this equal. All right, so let's see here. I'm considering to make this a bit dark, you know, here inside. A bit dark, yeah, I like that. About the eyes, let me make this a bit dark as well. Okay, I can add, let's try to do this. I want to test this shading that is more the highlight. When I mean highlight, okay, it can be the middle light, because it can depend, right? You can have 5 tones of colors, 2, 3, it really depends. And then let me test here. I'll make this as white. Yeah, this color here is fine. And then I'll do this area like painting. All right, and then click here, expand stroke. It's a shape. This is a shape right now. All right, this is a new technique that I've been using, and I teach it you guys on some past lessons, okay, about painting and like blue effects on Illustrator. You paint with vector brush and then convert as shape. Okay, so pay attention to this. I will just change this color right now. Okay, and then I will just change here the opacity. Okay, can you see? This is the middle lights that I'm creating. And let me see here if I change this to a bit yellow, more yellow. There you go, it's fine. This will be a very subtle light effects, okay? Very subtle. Let's see here. There we go. Okay. Another light, and let me add here the same process. Insert inside, vector brush, paint here, expand this, select, keep selected, expand the stroke, apply the transparent, no, not transparent, sorry, blend mode. Okay, blend mode. Let me just apply the blend. Okay, so another light here. There you go. Can you see? Yeah, this where is the sketch? Just show you guys in case you are just joining here with me. This was the first version. Just remind me. Let me do here a tick. I can do this. Can you see? You see. Just a sec. Here inside, I will draw a red color. I'm using this brush here, okay? The rectal opacity. This kind of expanded stroke only works for solid brushes. Okay, this is a solid brushes from the Affinity Designer solid brushes. Okay, you can create right here, new solid brush, and then you can add it. Okay, just show you that you can do this. I can paint this, expand stroke, there is here, duplicate and apply to another side. And then I can make this a bit soft, body line, there you go, boom. Okay, let me just apply here, it's fine, it's better I guess. I'll change this color a little bit, because yeah, more something more orange. Pay attention to this. I'm creating more variations of color, not just one. I'm creating more variations. Let me just make this a bit more red. There you go. Let me see here the questions from Azin Nasser. Hello, Nasser. Well, to change the color for the whole vector in one go as on overlay. Well, to change the color, you need to select all the shapes that have these properties. If you want to change everything, you can do this. Use the adjustments. Let's see here, the selective color. But you can do this. But I don't recommend you to use this if you plan, to change by properties. Okay, yeah, you need to play around here. I usually change by each shape that is similar to each one. Okay, we have the options, okay, here. So yeah, just show you what you can do. But I don't like to use this, to be honest, in order to change the color. But I usually select and change this color here. Okay, one by one. And let me just apply here. To make this more rounded. Go. You can see I'm creating more depth. Yeah, it's becoming very nice, I guess. I will create here a shadow below. Okay, you see how insert behind and draw a shape. And of course I will change this color here. There's a stroke. I want to remove that. Remove this. There we go. Boom. If you are enjoying, please leave it a like so I will know if you are enjoying this kind of, not lesson, because I'm not teaching a lot, but I hope that you are grabbing the idea of my process somehow. Okay, so my excuse if I'm getting too fast, because this is a personal work that I'm doing. It's not supposed to teach you how to do this exactly the way that I do. So my apologize. Inserting here new shapes inside. Okay, I really love to use this insert inside thing. Really, I use a lot. And add here some kind of insert inside with shapes. All right, there you go. Yeah, I'm considering here to change a little bit these planes, adding some flowers. Make it just a bit dark, just a bit dark, in order to create this kind of, let's say, better composition. I will not add highlights, okay, for the shape, because there's too many shapes to add. Let me add the shading here. Insert inside, I will draw and then make this as white, 100% white. Insert inside, 100% white. Can you see? Adding already a shading. Shading is not supposed to be just what is soft and graded. No, this is a shading, but based in flat colors. The flat colors means flat transition. I'm using right now the Wacom. No, sorry. I usually use the Wacom on desktop, but this one here is iPad, as you guys can see. But I'm not using Huion anymore because I got a kind of delay problem. I think it's a drive problem, to be honest. Let me add here. Another. A small highlight inside of the tongue, as you can see here. You can see. Very small. There you go, my friend. This is the Vectorize. And just, I don't know how much time it took me, but I've been explaining this meanwhile, I tried to do this fast way, but I'm talking to you guys here as well. And I want to thank you so much for, staying with me here, even that I'm getting too fast. Look, I'll do a background, very simple background. Let's do insert behind. I'll draw this square and change the color I like this color already. Happy accidents. I can leave this blue, or you know, I like this kind of color here. Yeah, can make this rounded or whatever. There you go. I'm thinking if I will add a ground here below. Let me match. Can you see? I will match with the shadow. So do not use this kind of shadow. Can you see that the shadow here is warm, but I want to match with the ground. Okay, the ground is more related to this one, but I will make this more dark, and then you have a better let's say shadow effect. Okay, just to give you this advice, if you plan to add a shadow that is black, do not do this. Do something more related to, you know, a more lighter, to the color that is behind. Okay. Hello, Angela. You are late. Don't worry. You guys are so awesome. You know, just to spend your time here with me. You know, and of course learning a lot. I hope that you guys are learning from my professional process. Yeah, my friend, I think it's done. I'm afraid that if I keep up doing details, I will, you know, lose the essence from the simple things that I've planned to do. Okay, but let me give you some advices. Please ask questions. All right, it's very important to have you know, you learning here, of course. Okay, I can add highlights to the eyes. I don't know, but I like this, to be honest. You don't need to do highlights in everything. I like this kind of eyes. Is a happy accident, like mad, like crazy. One tip that I want to give you is try to bring emotions in your design. I'm trying to do this recently in my sketches. I'll show you later in my drawings. Where is my drawing paper? I lost, I guess. Get in here. There you go. Boom! It's done. Leave the like, please, and just in case that you want to learn even more, join the Patreon. Okay, I'm not begging you to, not begging, but yeah. But you can learn even more on there. Of course, we have a lot of tutorials and lessons that I explain even more, you know, step by step. All right, and there you go. I guess it's fine. Now let me show you other sketch that I did. Where is this? Was one of the first sketch that I did. You know, I plan to make something more, let's say, not so wild. It's wild, more wild. And let me add some flowers, just some flowers here. Yeah, let me add some flowers this way. Just a sec. 1, 2, 3. No, I think it's 5, isn't it? 5 sides. Hopefully this is vector, my friend, because I can change the wrong directions. If I have wrong directions, I can change all the time. Boom! Apply this at the top, make this as yellow. There we go. There we go, my friends. A flower here. Alright, can you see? Okay, let me answer. Hello, Yasmin. So, in order to export for a website, you can export as PNG. Alright, I'll show you in an example. Let me just apply another one here. Ooh la la, you know, ula mushrooms. Hawaii, alright. I think I'm afraid that, yeah, just one I think is better. I don't know, let me see. I'll delete this side, and I think it will leave just one. Or 2 here. Bigger, small, and there we go. Okay. In order to export this, let me give you this advice, of course. You can do this. as you can see, my character is already grouped. It's ready to use. Okay, just like this, I can export this. Of course, it's without the shadow, but in order to export this with shadow, you need to make sure that the shadow is included inside of the group. Okay, so make sure that before you export, you need to check if everything is grouped already. All right. So the shadow I will apply here inside. Just drag and drop inside of the group. Okay, so you need to check. Okay, is just grouped already, and then I can name here. Can just type here 𝚅𝚎𝚌𝚘𝚛 guy. Okay, so there you go. And then if you click here, you need to export right here. Do not export in this way. If you click export from here, this option, you will see you export in this way. So we don't want to export, everything. Just if you are doing a kind of canvas. Okay, my situation here that I got is that I want to export exclusively this guy separately. Create a slice, click here, in this slice panel, in this icon, and then just click here retina. If you enable 1x, 2x, and 3x, no problem at all. You will have 3 different sizes. Of course, with bigger is the size, better quality is. But of course, the website that you are creating, somehow we need to support, let's say, bigger size. It can take time to load the images. All right, there we go. So let me see here. So yeah, click here and just let me show you. Export. Click here and export. And in any place, all right, iCloud, in the way that you want. Okay, my friend, let me open here my screen. Just a sec. So, my friends, thank you. Let me see questions. I want to see questions. Don't go yet. I want to see more questions. Finished my drink. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Yeah, Janus, just to answer you, we have the semi-color selection now, so you can just select one shape and then select same and apply and change the color. It's very awesome and very easy to manage. We have different kind of ways to apply the same selection. Is a nice way when you are handling with many objects. I think it's very nice, really. And let me show you the thing that I've been doing so far. Let me just open here and you guys will see. Just a sec. Let me open here from my Trello. Dropbox is better, I guess. Oh no, I need to. I have another beer, but it's on the fridge. Of course, if I drink even more, I will do another tutorial today. So yeah, this was not. I don't say that this was a tutorial, but let's consider that this is a tutorial because I've explained a lot of things. All right, and somehow with your time that you have played, stay with me here. I hope that you have learned something, really. Let me open here the design that I did, and you'll see. Just a sec. If you are new here, let me show you my fancy my fancy. This is my desktop, my friends. And then let me show you where is the Dropbox. I think it's on iCloud. iCloud. Just a sec. Cloud is here. What I did so far. This one. Is opening. Okay. This was the sketch. The loading. I don't know why it haven't opened. Let me just. This is the Affinity Designer beta version. Let me just click here and open. This is the sketch that I did. Let me zoom. Woo! Zoom, my friend. Zoom. All right. This is sketch, all right. And then this is the Vectorize. Let me show you. Why is not working? Just a sec. It's downloading the project. we need more beers in order to, you know. This is the Vectorize, my friend. Okay, just show you. This is a project, and yeah, very nice. Can you see? Highly detailed. Yeah. So the same way that I did, you know, the flower review is the way that I did here. Okay, my friends, thank you so much. I hope that in the next week I will bring more beers, and I want to have this talk with you. Ah, the Groot is here. I mean, just is here. Okay, my friends. Let me see the questions from Ariel. My question is not about the drawing, but how about Udemy course. Yeah, my friend. Really, look, I face a big problem here with a client. Not a big problem, but the client asked me more jobs to do, so I needed to stop to make the Udemy course. Unfortunately, you know, so I need to work even more, you know, so I haven't got the time to finish the course. But I have here already the ebook, you know, but I need to record yet the lesson. Yes, it's a Dutch street. Okay, but I don't know when it's gonna be you know, ready, but I hope that I will be doing that soon. You know. Okay, guys, thank you so much for your time, my friend. This is the Vectorize. Anyway, thank you. And really, I might excuse that, Angela, because I've started this earlier, to be honest, you know, because I need to do more scenes. So I have a tight deadline, so that's why I needed to start this live streaming earlier. Okay, thank you guys, really. So you guys are ready to go. Thanks so much for your time. You guys can join on the Patreon. Most of the people here is already on the Patreon. Thank you, but in case you are not on there, you can just join on there. My friends, thanks. Bye bye.